So these fans are heading into the biggest disaster in British football history. They had no idea 97 were about to pass away. On the 11th of April 1981, Spurs vs Wolves, the FA Cup semi-final, played at the Hillsborough Stadium, Sheffield. In the Leppings Lane end, it becomes so overcrowded, fans had to climb over the fence and sit alongside the pitch. 38 fans are injured, but fortunately that time, no fatalities. The police recommend that Sheffield Wednesday improve the layout to the entrance. Sheffield Wednesday deny it. Too much cost. Instead, they fence the terrace into cage pens. But this makes things even worse. 8 years later, 1989, Liverpool vs Nottingham Forest. FA Cup semi-final once again. Liverpool fans are allocated the Leppings Lane end. Only 7 turnstiles are available for 10,000 Liverpool fans to pass through, creating a bottleneck. Outside the ground, it becomes overcrowded rapidly. In charge that day is David Duckenfield, a newly promoted match commander. Hasn't been at Hillsborough for over 10 years. His first major match, his main priority, prevent misbehaviour. The central pens 3 and 4 begin to fill up fast, but there's still a huge crowd outside waiting to get in. The officers on the ground tell command to delay the match 20 minutes. David Duckenfield, watching from his control room, says no, we can't do this, only if there's fog or motorway traffic. The central pens feel even more. They tell them on the tannoy to move forward so we can get even more in. There's still huge crowds outside waiting to get in. Due to the overcrowding outside, the officers on the ground tell David Duckenfield to open exit gate C to relieve the pressure. Eventually Duckenfield opens gate C and 2,000 fans get through in the space of 5 minutes. But right in front of gate C is the tunnel that goes to pens 3 and 4. Standard practice, once these pens are full, close the tunnel and redirect the fans. But Duckenfield gives no order and there's no one redirecting the fans. So the fans all move forward. All end up straight down the tunnel, already in packed pens. The side pens remained underfilled and disaster begins. Kickoff starts at 3 PM. Fans, at this stage, they're trying to climb over the fences. Fans above are pulling them up. There's only one gate that can get them out, and they beg for that to be opened. But they refuse, believing it's crowd trouble. So the fans, if they can, they begin climbing over the fence. By 3:07, there's fans on the pitch. The game has to be stopped, but there's still no leadership from the police. The fans have to begin rescuing their own fans. They use advertising boards as stretchers, perform CPR, begin pulling each other out. It becomes clear that this is a big problem. There's 42 ambulances waiting outside, but only 3 get into the ground. The reason being, a major incident wasn't declared. This results in 97 fans passing away. The youngest is just 10 years old, John Paul, Stephen Gerrard's cousin. The ones that are meant to be in charge, they begin to lie. Duckenfield tells officials the Liverpool fans forced open the gates and they stormed in. All that pass away are tested for alcohol, even the children. And some of the media backs them up. The Sun publishes the truth, giving blame to one set of people, the Liverpool fans. Verdict from the coroner who's supposed to investigate what happened, all accidental. That every single one of them that passed away, by 3:15, there was nothing they could do. But the police, ambulances, couldn't be to blame. And anything after that time didn't matter. But 15-year-old Kevin Williams destroys this claim. At 3:28, he is pulled from the crowd and still has a pulse, confirmed by a police officer. Another police officer that was with him heard him call out for his mum at 3:45 PM, just before he passed. The officers tell his mum Anne all about this, so she refuses to accept what they've been told. She becomes one of the leading voices for the families, and the battle begins. But it becomes the longest in UK legal history, 32 years. The families had to take on the establishment. The South Yorkshire Police had altered over 100 statements from their officers. Any blame, any criticism towards them was removed. For years, investigation reviews fail over and over again, but the families refuse to quit. But in 2012, an independent panel finds out everything. Statements were changed, the tunnel should have been closed, and 41 people could have been saved if the right processes were there. Finally, in 2016, Liverpool fans are fully cleared. David Duckenfield finally admits what he did. He opened Gate C, he didn't close the tunnel, and he lied to cover his back. But despite this, he was found not guilty of any charges. If the officers that were in charge were still serving, 12 would face misconduct. But like David, they all retired beforehand, meaning they got an £87 a year pension, but didn't have to face the consequences. Families eventually got the truth, but no justice. After Hillsborough, football changed forever.